Today, we are going to understand the sacred journey of the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is also going through the journey. A lot of the time, the Divine Feminine seeks proof. The Divine Feminine looks in all the wrong places for validation, wanting and yearning to have that understanding that this just wasn't a dream. You see, it isn't only until later on that the Divine Masculine reveals and shares that what the Divine Feminine was thinking and feeling. They felt that vibration within them. They felt that energy within them. Every time the Divine Feminine felt that yearning, felt that pull, felt that love, felt that activation, and needed and wanted and desired Divine Masculine to say something, the Divine Masculine felt it. Not just at a human level, they felt it at a cosmic soul level. You see, this journey is way beyond what is happening in the 3D physical. This is a dance and a journey of the one soul, and the one soul is learning how to balance and work within that third shared energetic field. This is not easy because, of course, there is mind, there is the ego, as we call it, and there are two bodies involved. And both have come with their own woundings. Both have had different experiences, but where they vibrate at the same frequency, at the same essence, and at the same signature is at a soul level. And so once the journey has activated, once soul recognition activates, then both twins are on a journey back home to that one singularity frequency. But first the Divine Masculine will deny. They will deny the connection. They will deny the love. They will run, and they will run hard. They may block. They may ghost. They will not want to speak. Why? Because it feels overwhelming. Everything that they have built to protect themselves, the Divine Feminine sees all the way through that. The Divine Feminine no longer just sees the Divine Masculine at face level. They see deep within their eyes. They see into their soul. And the Divine Masculine feels naked at this point, feels in raw and vulnerability, and they must escape it. But at this point, what the Divine Masculine doesn't realize is that this is not something they can escape. This is something that they must embody. This is something that they must see within themselves. And so throughout the journey, the Divine Masculine will weave in. And they will weave in sometimes for that energetic hit, because as the Divine Feminine is purifying their energy and frequency and doing the deep spiritual work, she is cleansing, she is releasing. And when I say she, I am talking about the Divine Feminine. You may actually identify as a male in the physical, but the frequency that you hold is the chasing energy, is the positive energy, the frequency that is chasing the connection, that is activated into the chasing frequency. She looks, she searches, but the Divine Masculine feels it at such a soul level, but will deny it to begin with. But they cannot deny it forever, because something has awoken within them. And that something now is a soul vibration, and that soul is always magnetizing itself in. And the void that they feel, the harder they run, and the more they run, and the more they block, the more they ghost, they're only blocking themselves. And the more void and the more loss they feel. And they start to then come back to the divine feminine. And once they come back in, they feel that fullness. They feel that God and God essence frequency, because what is activated in both the masculine and the feminine frequency is the God and Goddess essence frequency. It is the frequency of 144,000 frequency. It is that wholeness. It is that divine frequency. It is that Christ consciousness frequency. And while ever they're in that separation, while ever they are denying the connection, and this is for either or, they are denying that Christ conscious frequency. This is not about staying, though, in waiting energy. This is about you as a divine feminine releasing, letting go, and coming into your wholeness. Because in that frequency, the divine masculine has to see their mirror. And when they see their mirror, they start to work through their mirror. They start to heal, and they realize it was never the divine feminine that was making them feel anything. It was their own shadows. And they start to work through their shadows. They start to move through. And as the divine feminine moves in frequency, it automatically vibrates through to the divine masculine. And in that frequency, they start to accept the journey, knowing that now this is not something that they can block, ghost, deny. Because the more they do that, the deeper they feel that void, the deeper they feel alone. They must come back into wholeness. And as they come back into wholeness, they accept that this is now a journey that they are on. And they start to come back in. And as they start to come back in, they are able to hold the frequency. Why are they able to hold the frequency? They can hold the frequency in that shared energetic field because divine feminine is no longer pushing out that wanting, needing, chasing frequency. She is holding her sovereign energy. She is now moving into inner union, because divine masculine can only come in when divine feminine holds that energy and frequency of inner union. When divine feminine is fully aligned with soul purpose, with soul mission, with aligning with each one of the chakras that gets activated at that Kundalini activation, when they're starting to work through their wounds and no longer seeking validation, no longer feeling abandoned, no longer betraying themselves, no longer feeling enough and staying in fear, when they start to take spiritual responsibility and know that everything is rising within the journey now, is there for them to heal, is there for them to work through. And I don't mean healing from a place of I am broken. I mean from a place of observing, of watching, of looking and shifting and purifying the frequency. You see, only when divine feminine comes into that inner union does it release divine masculine from the cage that has no bars, the prison that has no gates, that has no bars on it. They've kept themselves in their own prison. They've kept themselves in their own prison of the mind and the ego. And we know on this journey, once you are activated on this journey, you are now on a soul's journey. And it is through this, it is through the divine feminine coming into full inner union, does it release divine masculine to accept and to acknowledge the journey that they are on. We are about to start inner union. If you are ready to shift into inner union, divine feminine, to release, to let go, to fully surrender, then we are starting on the 1st of November. We've got a day or so before we start diving deep in. You get access to the live calls, you get support every day, you get prompts every day. Every day we support you on the shifts you need to do to come into inner union frequency, to come into that light. And in doing that, divine masculine starts to shift. They shift and they release themselves from the prison they have kept themselves in. If you're ready to shift, come and join me. 3Ws, catsacredsoul.com. I look forward to it.